let us see about the rectangle command. The rectangle command allows you to create a rectangular polyline by specifying the rectangular parameters such as the length and width, etc. You can also draw a rectangle without specifying parameters. You can do that by simply selecting two diagonally opposite corners directly from the screen. For example, select the rectangle command. As you can see, the command window prompts you to specify the first corner point. So select the first corner point. In this case, I'll select it here. After select the first corner point, the command window now prompts you to specify the other corner point. So let's specify the other corner point at this point here. And as you can see, the rectangle is drawn. So to draw a rectangle without specifying its parameters, you have to select two diagonally opposite corners. Two corners that would make the diagonal of the rectangle. For example, you can select corner 1 here and corner 2, or you can select corner 3 here and corner 4, this one here, and vice versa is also true. So let us select this. Now, after you select the rectangle command and specify the first point, you can see that in the command window, a list of sub-options appears, which are area, dimensions, and rotation. These options down here, area, dimensions, and rotation. So let us select the area option. Once you select the area option, the command window prompts you to enter areas of rectangle in current units. So in this case, just type 500 units and press enter. After that, the command window prompts you to select an option between length and width to be the basis for the calculation of the dimensions of the rectangle. Now we know that we selected 500 units to be our area, so the length and width can be either 50 times 10 or 25 times 20 or any other setup. So if you select the length to be the basis of the dimensions of your rectangle, then AutoCAD with the command will enter the length of the rectangle. Now in the 50 times 10 setup, if you enter 50 at the length, then AutoCAD will automatically draw a rectangle of 50 units length and 10 units width. Vice versa is also true. And the same applies to the 25 times 20 setup or any other setup. So in this case, select the length to be the basis of your dimensions for the rectangle. So I select the length here. And now the command window prompts you to enter the rectangle length. So type 50 and then press enter. And as you can see, the rectangle 50 units long and 10 units wide is drawn. And that is all about the area option. So let us select this. Now select the dimension option. This option here. As you can see here, AutoCAD now prompts you to specify the length of the rectangle. In this case, just type 30 and press enter. And now you are prompted to type in the width of the rectangle. So type 10 and press enter. And as you can see, a rectangle of 30 units long and 10 units wide is drawn. That is all about the dimension option. So let us select this. Now the last option is the rotation option. So select that option. Once you select the rotation option, AutoCAD prompts you to select the rotation angle or peak points. As you can see here, AutoCAD says specify rotation angle or into brackets peak points. Let us select the peak point option. And now AutoCAD prompts you to specify the first point. So let us specify the first point here. After specify the first point, AutoCAD prompts you to pick the second point. So let us pick the second point to be here. Remember, the 2 points you pick will form a line that will be the basis of your rectangle. For instance, in this case, I picked this point. I picked this point here, and this point here, and this line here. From this point up to this point, this line was drawn, which was the basis of my rectangle. You have to specify the other point to complete the rectangle. And I specified this point here. And as you can see, my rectangle is complete. That is how you draw a rectangle, by using the rotation option, then select the pick point option from the command window. So let us select this. Now again go to the rotation option, and this time go ahead with the specified rotation angle. So let us go to the rotation option. Now if you look at the rectangle on the screen, if you try to move the cursor around, you note that there is only one point which is stationary. In this case, it is this point here which is stationary. That point acts as the origin, but also one of the lines of the rectangle will have a tracking vector line. In this case, it is this line of the rectangle here which are the tracking vector. So basing on those two clues, you will now specify your angle. In this case, I will type 45 and press enter. After pressing enter, the cursor is automatically shifted while the rectangle is tilted at an angle 45. And then the command window now prompts you to specify the other corner point. So let us specify the corner point to be here. Once you specify the corner point and your rectangle is drawn, so let us allow this. But also, you can simply draw rectangle by directly typing the values of the length and width either by the absolute or relative point entry method. So first, select the rectangle command. Then specify the first corner point, but don't specify the second corner point. Now, after you specify the first corner point, type the length and width of your rectangle separated by a comma, either by the absolute method or relative method of point entry. In this case, I will use the absolute method. So I will type in 50 units for the length and 10 units for the width separated by a comma. Then press enter. And there your rectangle is drawn. Now select the rectangle command again. And then look at the command window, this one here. You can see that there are several sub options such as chamfer, elevation, fillet, and so on. All these ones here. So now let's see how we can apply each of these sub options. So let us start with the chamfer option. So select the chamfer option. Now after you select the chamfer option, the command window prompts you to specify first chamfer distance. In this case, just type 1, then press enter. Then you're prompted to specify the second chamfer distance for the rectangle. Now, if you want an equal chamfer for all edges of the rectangle, make sure that first and the second chamfer distances of the rectangle are the same. So for the second chamfer distance, type 1 as well, and then press enter. And now you are prompted to specify the first corner point of the rectangle. Let us specify the first corner point here. And then you are prompted to specify the other corner point. So let us specify the other corner point here. And as you can see, your rectangle is drawn with a chamfer distance of 1 unit. As you can see, the edges of the rectangle are now chamfered by a distance of 1 unit. To go back to a normal rectangle, set the chamfer distance to 0. So let us select this. And again, let us see about the elevation option, which is the next option after the chamfer option. This one here. The elevation option lets you draw a rectangle at a specified distance along the z-axis of the xy plane. So select the elevation option. And now draw a rectangle. So select the rectangle option. Just draw a normal rectangle. After that, select the home icon, this one here. You can see that the rectangle is stuck to the grid. That is because its elevation value is 0. So let us select this. Now go to the elevation option and set the value to 0.5. Put it back to top again. Select the rectangle. Select the elevation option. Now here AutoCAD prompts you to specify the elevation for rectangles. In this case, I type 0.5. Then press enter. Now you are prompted to specify the corner point. So just draw the rectangle here. Paste it. Then to draw the rectangle, click on this home icon again. And then after that, select the 3D 4-bit option. This one here. And then rotate to the object allowed. As you can see now, the rectangle is drawn at an elevation distance of 0.5 units. The rectangle is not stuck to the grid. It is drawn at a distance of 0.5 units above the grid. So let us select this. Now let's see about the fillet option. The fillet option enables you to reduce the sharp edges of rectangles into a round shape by replacing them with arcs that are tangent to both the selected lines. The lines are trimmed at the ends of the arc. So select the rectangle command, then select the fillet option. Now you are prompted to specify the fillet radius of the rectangles. In this case, I will specify a radius of 1 unit and then press enter. Now specify the first and the other corner of the rectangle. So specify the first corner here and the other corner specify. As you can see, the rectangle is drawn with a fillet radius of 1 unit. Now go back and set the fillet radius to 0 to get the normal rectangle again. So first let us select this. Select fillet and set it to 0. Press it. Now let us see about the other option, which is the thickness option. The thickness option enables you to draw a rectangle of any thickness, simply changing the value of the thickness. So select the rectangle command and then select the thickness option. Now you are prompted to specify the thickness value of the rectangle, in this case type 1, and press enter. And now you are prompted to specify the first corner point of the rectangle. So let us draw the first corner point here. And the other corner point will draw it here. And now click on the home icon here to see the thickness of the rectangle that you have just drawn. As you can see, the rectangle thickness has increased by 1 unit. Let's go back to the top view. And then elect this. Select the rectangle icon, select the thickness option. Now set it back to 0. And finally, let us see about the width option. So select the rectangle command and click on the width option. The command window prompts you to specify the width of the rectangle. In this case, just type 1 and press enter. And now draw your rectangle as usual by specifying 2 diagonally opposite corners. And there you can see that the rectangle is drawn, but the width is changed. It is now increased by 1. So let us select this. Then let us go back to the width and change its value back to 0. Now on the right hand side of the rectangle one, there is this down pointing arrow here. Click on it. This down pointing arrow here. Once you click on that arrow, a drop down list appears with 2 options, which are rectangle and polygon. Now we know about the rectangle option, so select the polygon option. The polygon command enables you to create a multi-sided shape with sides of equal length. Now the command window prompts you to enter the number of sides, in this case type 6 and press enter. And then you are prompted to specify the center point for the polygon. So I'll specify the center point of the polygon here. And after I specify the center point, now you are prompted to enter an option between the inscribed in a circle, circumscribed in a circle. In this case, just select the inscribed option. And finally, you have to specify the radius of the polygon. In this case, just type 5 and press it. And there, the polygon is drawn. So let us select this. And now, let us see the difference between an inscribed and circumscribed polygon. So let us draw an inscribed 6-sided polygon with a radius of 5 and the circumscribed polygon of the same parameters on these two lines here. So select a polygon. The number of sides, I'll enter 6, press enter. I'll specify this point to be the center of the polygon. Then I'll select the inscribed in a circle option. And I drag it up to this point here, that has to be the radius of my polygon. And also, I would have to draw, I'll select again the polygon option. The number of sides, it is still 6, so just press enter. I'll select this point to be the center of the polygon. And for the options, I'll select circumscribed about a second. Then I'll drag it up to this point, which is the radius of the polygon. Press enter. Now let us select the circle option. Specify this to be the center of the circle. Drag the circle up to this point here, which also has to serve as the radius of this circle. Select the circle again. Draw the circle another one up to this point here. Now, as you can see, the inscribed polygon is smaller than the circumscribed polygon. We have here an inscribed polygon. This one is smaller than the circumscribed polygon for the same radius. But also, the radius line in this circumscribed polygon extends to the edge of the polygon. As you can see, the radius line here extends to the edge of the polygon, while the radius line of the circumscribed polygon, this one here, extends to the center of one of the sides. And that is all about the polygon command. So let us select this.